We're doing Howard the Duck again,
I
wish.
Well, on that, people should be able to hear us now, and you might be sorry for that. But yeah, here we are. Anybody out there want to let us know how our levels are? Hopefully everything is good. Look at that friendin' off the trigger start there with a subscription. Awesome. Tara Billie Jean, hello. We are back doing some first edition Dungeons and Dragons tonight, playing our way through Temple of Elemental Evil, or at least my rendition of it. We'll see how that goes. Tonight, Jeff, who you playing? What level are they?
I have Talina, who is a 6-level character, and it's 4 levels of Druid and 2 levels of Warrior.
Because sometimes you just gotta. Dion, who you got going?
I am Patty Arquette, the level 5 human barbarian.
Very good, very good. And Richard?
Hello, everybody. I am playing Tristan, the remuneration redistribution specialist, who is level 10. 10!
A mere
Double
level
figures.
10. We're going to skip over Oak, who is not with us tonight. He's dealing with some family things. Hopefully he'll be able to rejoin us next time. But we do have Friendin back.
You do, and I am playing someone who can't make it up the stairs while rushing with a beer without spilling the contents on the wall and falling down the stairs moments ago. So thank you, chat. Reminded ever of the mortal coil that Grown Wolf, the character I'm playing, has so far been able to avoid sloughing off of. He is a 8th level magic user, 3rd level cleric, elf. He's chaotic neutral, and he serves a deity that is also pretty neutral.
For the most part, yeah. Yeah, indeed. Back in the day, we'd call what you did with that beer a party foul, and you would be shamed for the rest of the evening.
You know, Berta
Shame.
checks out because wherever I go, the party follows. Even solo in this townhome, there's a party. I'm sorry, everyone. Party
Shame.
foul.
Nice. We did not have a stream last week. If folks were wondering what happened last week, nothing happened last week. So we're going back 2 weeks ago.
I
When-
soloed the dungeon.
Yes. Patty killed everything, and to make you not feel bad about it, he put them all back.
I had a wish after completing the dungeon, and my wish was set the dungeon back the way it was.
Yeah. Just
Minus the wish.
Just to save your hurt feelings over it all.
I was imagining you put it up yourself, and we would go in there, and there would be like dead orcs in positions, and you would be going, "Oh, quick, we're going to be attacked!" You'd rush over there and kill them for us, but no, you put them all back alive again.
Right. So 2 weeks ago, you guys were confronted in the bar by the Hierophant that is here visiting this Druid's Grove, and had a task for Talina and friends, if they were willing to partake of it. And while gold was definitely on the table, that wasn't what the offer ended up being in the end. Instead, there's apparently a kingdom, a parcel of land with peopled land, farm land, good land, a castle that could be given to your party to do with as you please. You could parcel it off, sell it, or you could rule that kingdom however you feel necessary. We'll call it necessary. But I believe you guys took him up on his offer, or at least Talina did for sure, being, part of that that whole druid thing going on. While time wasn't necessarily of the essence, you got the idea that the sooner you got back to the temple, the better, especially since the troops that were garrisoned there, there is some conjecture that they were troops sent by Ayuz, who is a demigod that rules a kingdom nearby, and maybe trying to parlay with or make a deal with whatever is trapped inside of that temple. So, while you don't have to leave the next morning, soon would probably be good. So for the rest of that evening, the Hierophant bought drinks for the rest of the tavern. You were left to your own devices. And we will pick up that next morning after drinking every bit you possibly could to get the most value out of that coin. Patty also, you made a friend and lost him in the same day.
I almost was ready to tell him my deepest, darkest secret.
Yeah. Yes, you were.
Yeah.
And he ended up being fungal growth the next day. Because why? Why was this poor cleric killed, Patty? Do you remember?
It was all Fredden's fault. He has those mushrooms all the time. No, he was assassinated. There was some weird stuff going on. I think it's the cult.
You think it's the cult, yes.
Yeah.
Someone that looked like a mercenary, which there are plenty in the town, came to absolve his sins in the temple. Spoke to your friend, and your friend was quite shaken up by the revelations that this mercenary told him, and he was dead the next day. So there's that thread there as well. So I'm going to leave it to you guys to decide what you're going to do and how fast you're going to do it. But we are in Hamlet, the town that your mercenary group, for some of you anyway, has a camp in. Let's go ahead and go to the map of Hamlet. That might be useful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, that's Nolb. That's the other place.
Nobody cares about Nulb. Oh wait,
Literally
no,
is
there
a
was the nice lady there.
Yeah, you have the herbalist there. And wow, I can't find Hamlet. Where did I put Hamlet? I might have deleted Hamlet on accident. Oh, well, okay, so we don't get to
It
It
see
no longer
Hamlet.
exists.
We wake up and Frienden killed everyone in the town.
Sometimes
You
that
know-
happens.
I feel as though I am getting accused of a great many things, and all I ever kill is whatever food is put in front of me. That's it.
Yeah. Honestly, you haven't disappeared overnight in some time since you visited the temple last. The last time you had kind of a vision in your own head, but your body didn't move,
Okay.
of Tellish having a conversation with something tied to a chair.
Right. And
Yeah.
and in fairness, I think in response when we started to talk to the head of the Druid Circle, that the Grove, that I was hoping to learn more about what was the deity I served that got shot down. But you're saying since all of those events, whatever influence may be hitting me from the temple is maybe blocking that from happening. Is that something I might assume as a character?
So if you remember that little cutscene, what it seemed like to you is that there is something else in your head along with Tellish and your goddess that Tellish was able to bind and is attempting to find out what its goals are.
That's right. It was in a cage, right?
Yeah.
So he's kind of, well, tell you what, I am going to be y'all sleeping as much as possible to try to get there to have him tell us some more.
Well, unfortunately, last night you drank so much that you can't remember anything the next morning.
Damn it, mistakes are made, chat. Why?
Bad life choices, that's why. So, again, next morning, Talina may or may not have gotten very drunk. I mean, your Hierophant did buy the rounds for the rest of the night, so maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But next day, what is the plan here, guys? What do you want to do?
Well, Talina's going to let the Hierophant keep sleeping, but she's going to get out of bed. And she's going to go over to the Rust Monster and get him ready.
That sounded a lot like you just got out of the bed with the Hierophant.
That's what it sounded like. Well,
You know, Bert, you had to bring it up. That was the Hierophant in the room, okay?
Yeah.
Every
you went
druidic
and brought it.
pilgrimage is different.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that next level.
About to unearth some arcana, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's rough. That's rough.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, next morning.
Getting Rusty ready and getting Lucas.
Sure.
ready.
The temple's actually having a service for their departed brother. Patty, since you were doing some help over there, helping with the carpentry, of course, you knew about it. You were told about it.
Patty's there, and one of the church ladies let him borrow their mourning veil. So he has a black mourning veil on, and he has a handful of tulips that are still attached to the roots with dirt falling from it that he ripped out from a front yard on the way there. And he's just standing there like that, just standing there.
Yeah. All right. So you are attending it. Yeah. So it's basically a few words were said. There's several minutes of silence, and they cremate or they burn remains. So he is lit up in a nice pyre outside as he's sent off. This happens fairly early in the morning as he's sent off with the rising sun.
Patty cries for the first time in years.
Grown Wolf doesn't cry for the first time in years.
But he does collect Patty's tears.
Yeah, it's like, here, let me just
Honestly, yes.
little in this tube, please.
Barbarian tears, man. Come on. There's got to be a market somewhere for those.
I bottle them up and I whisper to Patty, "Show me your magics."
Nice. Right. So the only other thing that you guys were told, Talina especially, but all of you, is that don't talk about the temple overly much, as we don't know who might be around town that are members of the cult that are here to keep an eye out on things. The garrison that was out at the temple that you guys dispatched had to have been getting supplies from somewhere. So here you go.
Wasn't there that one merchant who wasn't completely telling the
Yeah.
truth?
Yeah. You mean the instigator in this town, the one that was trying to start stuff?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Can
And
I
the one that
kill
was he the same one that followed us when we were
No.
out there?
The guy that
No.
followed you was Otis from Nulb, not from.
Okay.
He's just a nosy old geezer who's bored. But this merchant guy, I kind of want to go kill him. Listen, I murder hoboed last night for the first time in my D&D career. I got a thirst for blood.
That's true. I was in that stream. Dion murdered an NPC for no reason.
There
Immediately
was plenty
realized.
of reason.
Well, wait. In fairness, immediately, this is the important part. Immediately realized the joy of being a murder hobo that I have indulged in my entire tabletop career. And now Dion is just evil. That character, Patty, is more evil than I am.
I mean, are you doing okay, Dion? Because this past Sunday, him and Chuck just outright murdered a secretary.
I know. I witnessed that, and I think that sparked the change on Sunday to Monday to today.
That's gaming math, you guys.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
brutal.
it's a slippery slope. I got four games in a row. 5 Sunday too. Oh no, Sunday. Bert, be ready.
Hard on NPCs. Hard on them, I tell you.
So
I turn invisible and leave the party for whatever duration it is until Dion comes back to his senses. I think.
Also, in fairness, now that I have that cloak, which makes me mostly invisible most places that aren't indoors, you basically only see my cat floating through the air whenever we're going places.
Just riding on the top. Of your
Yeah,
head,
exactly.
splayed out.
Yeah,
Fleas jumping all over the place. Yeah.
but they're my fleas, though. Not the cat's actually quite clean. I'm the problem.
There we go.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jeff, and I haven't killed an innocent NPC in 3 years.
hi, Jeff.
Innocent.
I like the idea that we have challenge coins for like the last time we murder hoboed. Like, well, it's been 6 months since I've engaged in fisticuffs that were unwarranted.
It's been one day. I'm taking it a day at a time.
That's the wood token. It's one day wood
Yeah.
token. All right, guys. So
Do we want to question him though, the shopkeeper, or
So
do we
in-
want to?
In fairness, Patty, I don't quite remember exactly what his transgressions were. Why do you want to question him? I might need a refresher. I've been kind of in and out of our planar realm a bit lately.
He was talking to Sneaky One.
Mm-hmm.
Sneaky One thought he was lying, to us a little
Right.
about who the goods went to or from or something. I don't know.
I could always try to charm him. I mean, we have a bard.
Speaking of charm, yeah, if you charm someone else, does his charm end? Because that might be a problem.
Nope.
No.
No.
We've been weaning him as well. We have been
Yeah.
weaning him
Yeah,
actively.
let's charm this guy. Let's take
Okay.
him along.
I can try.
We can use him as if he's a cultist, we could just use him to get in.
Tell you what, why don't we invite him someplace where my magics, Patty, won't be seen? And, we do our little...
Inside his shop.
Great, bar the doors, everyone, when we get in there. Let's do this.
Wow.
Like,
Okay. Well, you do remember that he is basically the village weaver. He sells rope, hemp products, sometimes more than that, but his big thing is rope.
Do you perhaps want to give us a demonstration of how sturdy this rope is? If we say, tie you up and lead you off this way, show us if you can break out or not?
if we go do this, I tell them, like, I'll watch the door from the outside. So, like, I'm not coming in to be intimidating. I'll stay outside and, like, watch the door and let you guys do your thing.
Do you understand that when you are meant to watch the door, that you don't actually watch the door? You watch for people coming up to the door to go in.
And not just watch them, you need
Yeah.
to stop them, but
Patty?
without force, like
Yeah.
subterfuge.
Kill them.
There hasn't been a door that's gotten away from him yet.
Yeah.
Put words to my thoughts instantly, Richard.
But yeah, I can watch I can keep watch.
Well, if you guys want to track this guy down, he's easy enough to find. He has a fairly small, just one story, maybe 1 or 2 bedroom house, but it's got a very large deck that kind of wraps most ways around the house, and all of his tools of his profession, it's a covered deck, are out there. So he works out and outside on his deck. As you're coming up, he has got he's braiding together several lesser ropes to make something stronger, larger. It looks like it's probably something for to tie off an anchor or tie off a boat, something very thick. And he's working on it. He's impregnating it with wax as he goes, and he's already drinking. So like he's got a small keg next to him that he keeps refilling as he goes, whistling to himself. Doesn't have any other people around this time of day. This is fairly early. Again, the service was to have the body burned as the sun was coming up.
Man, they're still there. I'm assuming most of the people are. But he's not here. He's not.
It was an open service, but there weren't many people there. Not a lot of people knew the brother that died. Some bits coming through. Let's see. Good or bad event, or is that just general help for the party there? We'll see what those bits have wrought in a moment.
Bert, I'm not gonna lie. After a 6.5 hour stream yesterday and a 2 hour stream of D&D, where all the bits were for some form of exercise for charity, I feel as though I saw bits hit chat and I immediately had post-traumatic exercise disorder.
Well, we'll see what happens with that. Okay, so guys, you're there. Patty seems to want to talk to this man.
I mean, am I gonna do you guys want me to do the talking?
So here's the thing. I think you do the talking while I do the casting. Richard, maybe you stay invisible, right? You're our backup if things go wrong. Talina, you're really good at looking stern. I like what you got going there. It's wonderful. And so maybe Patty, you talk, I cast. Richard disappears. Talina, you brood, and hopefully we just get what we need.
I approach.
What do I do?
I go invisible and wait to stab anyone in case Patty misses someone at the door.
All right, I'm Tristan. I don't know who this Richard is.
Oh shit! Sorry. Again, planar travel. I've seen people that look like you, like suspiciously like you in the future.
Oh no. Well, Be sure to kill them all if you find them. I'm sure they would much rather be put out of their misery than live
You'll
in the
be
world they're
glad to
currently
know,
living in.
Tristan, that this Richard fellow really busted my chops the entire time I was sleeping.
Yeah. So who's approaching?
I approach
All right.
and I kind of watch him work, like silently for a moment, and I look to him and I go, "Teach me your magics of weaving."
So do you approach kind of quietly and then kind of surprise him with that? Is that what?
No, I'm very noticeably approaching and just watching him work in awe of like the craft. Because while I'm a craftsman and like carpentry and all of that, something as fine and dexterous and like delicate as weaving is something that's like amazing to me.
Okay.
So I'm just staring in awe and I just teach me your magics of weaving.
So as you're coming up and to this thing, you notice there are a lot of flies buzzing around. They could be attracted by the rosins that he's using. Some of it smells like it's probably made of animal fat or something like that. But as you're coming up and as you're watching him, you notice that a fly lands on his cheek. And, maybe it's just a little bit of the alcohol left over from the night before, but you swear you see his tongue dart out a good 6 inches, smack the fly, and bring it into his mouth.
Is he human?
Looks like it. So you come up and you're watching the weaving and you say, "Teach me your magic." So he turns around and he just dumps his beer all over you. It's like, bit early in the morning to sneak up on a man, especially one that's still drunk.
Oh, I am sorry. I am fascinated at your talent.
Making rope.
Teach me,
Teach you how to make rope.
please.
I'm not really looking for an apprentice.
But we're really asking nicely, and I cast Charm Person.
Okay.
He can save. That's the basic thing that he can do.
All right.
If they are a person still.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
You
That's
cast.
the thing I'm wondering.
He blinks a few times, closes one of his nostrils, kind of hawks the loogie out of the other one, looks over at you, says, "Yeah, funny. What do y'all want? I sell rope and rope light products."
Teach me your magics of weaving.
Like I said, I'm not looking for an apprentice. And if I did want one, he looks up at you, you'd be really expensive to feed.
While I'm been chatting with him, detect magic,
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and see.
because there's not like a magical thing that I do. I just stare at him.
Yep.
Does he seem to have sobered up real quick?
Nope. He still seems slightly slurring. So actually, if you guys were, any of you that were standing around hearing this guy trying to start crap yesterday, he slurred then too.
Okay.
Like, so either he's got an impediment. Honestly, it just seems like his mouth is too small for his tongue. He looks just a little deformed. I mean, nothing that's, screams freak or anything, but seems like he has a little hard time speaking. 34.
I pass. Yeah, that's under 45.
There's definitely something magical about him.
Like all of him.
Yeah, he is magical.
Detect illusion.
Do you have that sort of thing?
Yeah, I have a 25%
Okay,
chance.
yeah, go ahead.
He's an unearthed arcana barbarian. He has everything, Bert.
You know what? I'm gonna be that guy, and I'm gonna use 4 rerolls for an auto success.
Okay, he teach you all the secrets of rope bondage. That's what you know. Okay. It's not an illusion per se, but that is not his true form. I'll give you that since you used bits to buy that.
So it says sight, sound, or otherwise sensory phenomenon is actually an illusion or phantasm spell of some type.
It's not an illusion at all,
Okay.
but it is a
But he is
disguise of some sort.
Okay.
Is what you're coming back with.
I look at him and I go, Your disguise is formidable.
Where is everyone else? So you're talking to him. You're right behind Patty, it sounds like. Tristan, are you invisible? And if so, where are you?
I am invisible, as I was requested to be invisible. So yeah, I am not near. I am on the other side of him to the others. If they're on his left, I'm on his right.
Okay. Talina, where are you?
I'm on the opposite side of Patty with my arms folded, near my daggers, but ready to go.
Okay. When you say, what'd you say, Patty? His tongue darts out again, licks his left eyebrow with it, and he looks around, he looks startled at you, and then you see his eyes kind of shift around to see who else is around. He's like, I don't know what you mean. I sell ropes.
I see through your disguise. You cannot hide from me. Now teach me your magic, so mighty weaver.
Okay.
And I lean in close and
go ahead and roll me a d6.
oh no. That's a 4.
Okay, no, you're fine. Why don't we go ahead and do initiative then? You're not surprised by what's about to happen. He takes kind of a step back like he's going to run, and then what happens is his tongue just kind of launches out of his mouth. And let's see if you react faster.
As soon as that happens while they're rolling the d6s, I'm going to say, you might be a weaver, but your family is about to be reavers.
Negatives. Okay, go ahead, Dion. Roll another d6 there for initiative.
2.
You're not surprised. That's actually good. You give them a 2. They give you a 4. Actually, no, it's bad. Sorry. So it goes first. So yeah, that tongue lashes out and strikes you in the face, or at least tries to. I'll go ahead and roll. What's your armor class?
1.
20s. Yeah, just misses. It gets very close though. It was like it was trying to pluck your eye out of your head.
And as do that classic anime.
Okay. And as it does that, you notice that his eyes bulge like they're being pushed out of the sockets, and they burst out of the sockets, and there seems to be like a seam splitting down the middle of its face. That was its action. What do you guys want to do?
I'm casting.
All right.
Yeah.
Should have asked first. My fault. What are you casting?
I'm casting a new spell I learned last time I leveled up that I haven't cast yet. I've only summoned tiny goblins so far with Monster Summoning 1, but I have Monster Summoning 2. And I'm going to summon 1d6 of whatever the fuck is on this list. And Bert, you can flavor it however you want. Goblinoids do seem to be the flavor of the day, but we'll see. And you tell me when I can do that.
Yeah, how many segments does it take before something arrives? Well, how many segments does it take to cast a spell? And then I think there's a roll to see how long they take to arrive.
Right. It is. Let me double check. You know what? I have that for Monster Summoning 1. So Monster Summoning 2 is 4 segments to cast.
Okay.
Lasts 3 rounds per level. And it doesn't show me how long it takes in Monster Summoning 2. It's less text than Monster Summoning 1. Let me look.
Yep.
We might just follow Monster 1 and then have a different list.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. 1d4 rounds. So 1d6 number of them, 1d4 rounds.
Sure. So you start casting. Everyone else will be able to get in actions before yours ends. It's already gone, though. So what are you doing, Patty, as you're the next closest?
Upswing to the chin to try and chop the tongue out of his mouth.
Okay, go for it.
All right. Let's hope for the best. And bonk. Click, click.
Okay, that's going to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, so you've got like a maul or something like that, right?
A maul of weakness. He takes a -2 penalty on attack rolls. His speed is reduced by 10 feet, but spell resistance does apply.
Yeah, so your maul tears into his flesh, and you were expecting, as usual, bashing. It's going to break some bones, but This doesn't usually happen. It flinches off like his left arm and the top of his chest, revealing underneath it this kind of mucusy skin. The arm that is exposed out of the human sleeve is webbed and has kind of round finger tips on it. The damage didn't seem to really do much to it other than to further rip off its disguise. Who wants next?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Hitting it doesn't seem to be do much.
Yep. Who wants the next?
I'll go.
I think I'm already casting, so
You've
I think
already
that's you.
casted,
Yeah.
So Talina, you're the other visible person on the opposite side. What are you doing?
Yeah, quick. I was standing like this, so quick grab of the magic dagger I have and stab in.
Okay, go ahead and give me an attack roll. Armor class hits 17, damage 8 and 6. Okay, and this is the magical one, right?
Right.
Okay, that seems to hurt it. It cuts into its kind of oily, sleek, fatty flesh that's beneath this human sleeve, and it draws forth greenish blood, and it kind of burbles now. Its tongue's lolling out of its mouth. It's full of teeth. You can see the eye underneath the human head. The whole thing seems kind of frog-like.
Give it a burble cut. All right.
Tristan?
Well, I will also be stabbing it, unsurprisingly. I will be trying to stab it in the back as it doesn't know I'm there. Or
Correct. Yep.
I assume it doesn't know I'm there unless it has some sort of other senses. So, and I have got a short sword that I bought from somewhere of Frost Branch,
Mm-hmm.
or Frost Brand even, which has got some cold damage on it. So,
Yeah, we'll go ahead and roll
Let's
to
see
hit
what's-
first.
yeah.
It doesn't get any dex bonus, and its armor class is considered one worse, as it doesn't see you.
Wow.
So what do we got? Oh my gosh.
21. So yeah.
Yep, you definitely hit, so you can apply your backstab damage.
Which is now, because I'm level 10, it is now 4 times. So
Mhm.
9 times 4, which is 36.
All right, and this is a magical weapon, right?
Yes.
Okay. That it basically finishes removing its human skin. It does do... I mean, it howls in a great deal of pain. There's a gout of kind of greenish blood that comes out of it. But now it's divested of all of its human bits, and it looks like a frog-like humanoid. Does anybody speak Infernal or have... let's see. Tristan probably wouldn't know. Talina might. Tell you what, Frienden and Jeff, why don't you make me an intelligence checks, both of you guys?
Okay.
Actually, Tristan can too. It's possible that you came across this.
My int is a 16. I rolled 11.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jeff?
I'm a 13 with a 10 int.
Okay. Richard?
You didn't say me. You said don't.
Well, I said you probably could. So yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
You might have come across
All
this
right.
as well.
Dun, dun, dun. 20, so
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
not
Well,
a chance.
Those of you that passed, you think this is actually something from the pits called a slod. Both of you didn't get high enough successes to know anything more about its powers, but yeah, this is something that's from the hell plane, the deep dark pits. Shouldn't be up here. Shouldn't be up here at all. So this is
Making
definitely
the
an
worst-
extra planar thing.
Making the worst Superman 2 reference possible, I yelled at everyone, "This is a general slod."
No, lightning strikes you.
Is a 20 a critical fail?
There's not really critical fails for skill rolls, but yeah, it
Alright.
would be.
No, this is just a natural process of learning how to make rope.
Yeah.
This
you
is what
just
happens to you.
become
You've heard
frog
of mad
folk.
adders. These are frog weavers.
Well, new round. I believe that's everybody. So let's go ahead and have Grown Wolf roll for your side this time. Is anybody casting? As I said, this is fairly early in the morning. A lot of the citizens are already out on the river fishing, and farmers are already out. There's not a lot of people around. All the people that don't have normal jobs are sleeping it off as everybody had a good round of alcohol last night. So not really anyone around to call for help that you can see either. So casting? Anyone?
So still the monster summoning 2, but otherwise,
Oh,
no.
did you roll to see how many rounds it takes to show
No,
up?
no.
Go ahead and do
I
that.
can do that. RD4, 2 rounds.
Okay. All right. So after this round, they will come from the forest
And
around you.
I'm guessing, and I haven't really dealt with too many things that take multiple rounds to cast so far. When I do that, I'm guessing I need to finish that before I
Nope,
cast
it's
again.
done. It just takes them that long to show up.
All right, then yes, I am casting again this round.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your d6. Let's see.
Okay. All right, I got
initiative.
a 3 on that D6.
Okay, you give them a 3, they give you a 4. So it goes first. It just got stabbed in the back, but as that person is invisible, it tries to maneuver a little bit so that it's got a little bit more room around it, trying to figure out who the invisible person is. But he definitely sees Talina, Patty, and Grown Wolf. And you know what? Each of you are getting an attack. He lashes out with 2 claws at Talina and Grown Wolf, and that tongue attack is coming out for Patty, slipping Patty the tongue. So here we go. Talina first with a claw attack.
Remember, he has weakness on him.
I don't think that's going to hit. What's your armor class?
Armor class is a 5.
No, just missed with the weakness. All right, here's the tongue attack on Patty. That's going to miss. And, oh, wow. It's a flurry of activity that just misses all over the place. However, the other thing it does is it starts making this, its whole body seems to kind of shift. Like it's, you're not exactly sure if it's, in this particular area or just slightly to the right, slightly to the left. It just it just kind of shimmers, and it's kind of hard to figure out where it's actually standing. That's its turn.
All right.
So casting, Grown Wolf, what are you casting?
Lightning bolt, and it would be 8 D6.
Holy shoot. You know we're in a little room, right?
No, this is outside.
It's
outside.
It's only like 8 inches of rebound if it hits something anyway, isn't it?
Yeah. Tristan's behind it, actually. Tristan might.
Oh, Tristan's.
You don't know
shoot.
that. You don't see Tristan.
Fortunately, I've just stuck a piece of metal in his back, and metal doesn't conduct electricity. Oh, wait.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
Oh, actually, how many segments does that one take?
3 segments.
Okay, so let's have other people hit first. You're intoning it. Patty, you're right next to it. Tristan, you're right next to it. Trelina, you're just off to the side a little bit. Who wants next?
I'll go.
Who'll go? Okay.
Once again, this time I get 2 attacks with the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
So //.
All right, first one misses. They both miss.
Okay.
Yep. And you find something disquieting. So, like, you're trying to really capitalize on that first blow that you did. It's healing. The skin is already kind of suckered together. The wound is no longer flowing blood. It looks like it's regenerating.
Okay.
So,
Can I back up?
Yeah.
Well,
You can take a step back anyway. Especially since it's got other people around it, so that's fine. Tristan? Patty?
I'm
and Tristan, you can definitely see Grown Wolf about to cast. You don't know what he's about to cast, but he's about to cast.
Charm.
I trust him. I know he's not going to cast anything.
Oh,
that would,
God damn it.
endanger the
Wait,
rest of
since
the crew.
when has Tristan ever thought that Grown Wolf was anything but a problem? Fuck you.
You got to get your battle hand signs down. So,
Yeah.
This means lightning bolt.
I don't think I've ever seen you cast a spell which was
No.
going to harm the rest of the party, though.
Fireball.
Just,
That's
tomato
about
sauce.
All right. Tristan leaves the party and runs away.
it. Tristan retires with a plot of land somewhere nice.
So are you backing off, Tristan, or you gonna try and
Um,
stab it again?
I'll stab it in the back and
Yeah.
or stab it wherever it is, and then it's looking for me, so
Yeah.
I obviously need to get out of its way.
So you're still invisible. So if you succeed, it's still considered attack from hiding. So go ahead, make your attack.
Do I still get the +4 to hit from that as well, or now that it's looking for me, I assume I don't?
No, you do, because you're invisible. You do. It doesn't have
Oh
any
my
special
god!
sights.
All right, fine. Well, I mean,
So the good news is, though, Tristan, this says it rebounds in
Oh.
my direction.
Mhm. Okay, so that
magic.
definitely hit. Go ahead and do your extra damage.
what's extra?
It's a backstab. Does this calculate
All right, so
backstab?
it's ×4, so
Yeah,
it's
okay.
24 then. So yeah.
All right. Again, it howls. Although you see that the last strike that you did as well is also starting to seal up. This
It's
did
frog-like. It's frog-like. I'm hitting it with cold. Should be especially vulnerable to that as a lizardy type thing. Is it trying to hibernate now?
No.
Oh well.
Does not seem to. And then the spell goes off. So Grown Wolf.
Oh,
Now-
do I do anything?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead and get yours in. Grown Wolf will
Um,
still take a few segments. So
So Patty kind of sees that he's all weird and like fuzzy looking now, and he knows his maul didn't do a lot of damage. He got the hit, so he gave him the weakness. So he's gonna switch out to the silver knife that he has,
Mhm.
and he's I'm gonna try and grab him. I'm gonna try and just grab a hold of him.
okay. We'll make an attack roll then.
Okay. Would that just be? Would I just use like the knife roll or something? Or
No, if you're gonna grab him, it's just a D20, but you do get
D20.
your strength bonus for this.
Okay, so that's D20 plus 1. So 17.
Okay, 17. Okay, so you have him grabbed. All right, so that's all you can do this round. So you've got a hold of him,
Perfect.
And so,
I
like-
at least know that I have him.
right? And you feel so like the shimmering isn't just an optical effect. Like you got a hold of him, but you're being kind of vibrated along with him.
Oh, he's making me feel funny.
All right, so Friendin, Patty's got a hold of him, and you're just charging a lightning bolt.
I
Do
mean,
Do it. Do it.
Laser them both.
Good, man.
Take out the rest of the party with one fell swoop.
so the thing is, Patty's always talking about how strong Patty is.
Well, let's
And about
find
how-
out exactly
Do it.
how
Yeah,
strong
yeah.
that is.
And there's
Do
a
it.
certain part of Grown Wolf that's curious about such things. And so he casts it.
There's no save, right?
There is save for half.
That's
Save for half. What is it? Save or spell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Boop. Yes.
Okay, so you will take half. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Is that he did? He rolled 31. Is that 15 or 16 that I take?
I'll give you the benefit. Take 15.
Okay.
However,
Good.
it doesn't seem to affect the creature at all.
Oh, shit. An audible, oh, shit, comes from Grown Wolf.
Yeah. Yep. Is that everybody this round?
I think so.
Okay. So, beginning of the next round, another of these creatures just seem to step out of the air. It looks like it's a duplicate of this one. All right, top of the round. Let us have Talina roll a d6 for your side.
All right.
Is anyone casting this turn?
I
I will
am.
cast.
Okay, a couple of castings. You give it a 3, it gives you a 5. It goes first again. You actually did a lot of damage to it with just regular blows last round, so it is going to leap.
I'm holding him.
Right, it is leaping onto the roof with you attached.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, it leaps straight up. It is now 8 feet up on the thatch roof, the one that just kind of poured it in. It looks exactly like the one that just leapt, but it doesn't have all the wounds on it. And yeah. So it starts to vibrate, but it also lashes out, and it's going to attempt to hit Grown Wolf and Talina.
Okay.
You're a caster, Grown Wolf. Sorry, he's going to try to hit you twice. Once with
Yeah.
a tongue attack, and once with a talon. Tongue
Fair.
attack is going to miss. Talon attack is going to hit.
Okay.
All right, let me check something here real quick.
I knew the lightning would do nothing to you. It was a warning shot.
Just 1 point of damage.
Okay.
For now.
It's only the poison you have to worry about from the frog's skin.
No,
Make it-
now that it's got a
make
hold of
it-
you, though, it is going to attempt to swallow you whole.
Oh, shit. I've eaten many a things. This would be a fitting demise, I say as the tongue wraps around me.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make me a strength check.
Okay. All right. My strength is a 7.
We have rerolls.
I roll a 6.
You go.
Okay,
Grown
so,
Wolf is buff as fuck right now.
okay. So it does not manage to basically just swallow you whole, but it does bring you closer to its face, and it takes a big
Okay.
old bite out of you, but you don't
Okay.
get swallowed.
Okay.
So 11 points of damage from
Okay.
these rows and rows of tiny, sharp teeth.
Mhm.
Doesn't seem to be poisonous, though. But
Okay.
yeah, it's just trying to make a meal out of you.
Fair.
That is their round. Oh, and it starts to vibrate as well. And so it starts to kind of buzz. Right. Your turn. So people were casting.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, Grown Wolf, you took damage, which means it ruined your casting.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, if you want to default to something else, you can.
What is a reasonable thing I could do in AD&D to try to ungrapple myself here?
Oh, you're not grappled. Your strength, you kind of butted up strength-wise, but it just pulled you enough closer to take a bite
That it
out
could
of you.
bite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Draw a dagger, man. Draw a dagger. Close work.
Yeah, I think I'm going to use the dagger what my lady gave me, my dark lady.
Sure. Yep. Generally, if you try to cast and you take damage, that's the end of your turn. But I like, because it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You can change tactics over a few seconds that it is. So I'll let you do the other action,
Okay.
but you are going to be at a few penalties to it. Just take a -2
Okay.
to your roll.
Okay.
Go ahead and do that.
All right, doing that now. 2 hit, -2.
Yeah, it's going to
6.
It's definitely gonna miss.
I was so strong before. What's the problem?
Talina, you were going to cast?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can get yours off. No damage on you.
Okay. So I'm doing entangle.
Ooh, okay.
What's their positioning?
So it's in front of you. Grown Wolf is right next to it because he did enter melee to stab it. Patty and the other one are on the roof too far. Well, what is the... Actually, you know what? You can't catch it because it's on the roof and set back from where you are, so it can't catch that. You have no idea where Tristan is, so you might be catching Tristan as well.
Even the grass is on the roof?
No, it's you have an area that it covers.
Right. Is it outside of that area?
What is your area?
Let's see here. Area of effect for entangle is 4 inches diameter is what it says.
So, yeah, no, it's outside of your range.
I don't think it's 4 inches. What is it? It's like yards outside, right? 4 yards.
Right. They're outside of your range.
Okay. Well, I
But-
got him.
Yeah. Well, you got him, you got Grown Wolf, and you might catch Tristan. You don't know. You don't know where your invisible friend is.
Yeah, but
right.
it's okay.
Okay, so you center it on the creature.
Yeah, center it on the creature,
Okay.
and we got tree limbs, and we got
Okay, so it gets a check to see if it can move slower. Is that what it is? Or if it's completely bound? Is that how it works?
yeah, it's either bound or if it makes the save, it's slowed.
All right. Grown Wolf, you need to make this check too.
Okay.
Okay, it does not make the save.
All right, so save versus spell, doing it. Just
you
no
make it.
problem.
Yeah.
No
So
problem.
you're just slowed. What is that? Move it half?
Yeah,
Yeah.
move it 50% for
Yeah.
the spell duration.
So you can still move. It's hindering you, but it's not stopping you. The creature itself is bound up. So other
So
than
basically,
go
like
ahead.
tree limbs and stuff come
Mhm.
down and start wrapping it, and your slowing is because you have to make your way through the tree limbs.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Uh,
the fodder. Yeah. And
yeah.
then this round is the monster summoning as well,
Yeah.
I think.
So 4 yards. I think Kristen, you're probably going to get caught in this. But I tell you what, since you see it coming, go ahead and give me a dex check. If you make a moderate success, I'll let you just get out of the
All
area.
right.
And he has seen me cast a spell before, yeah.
Yes, but do I notice you doing so, or are my invisible eyes not enough?
No,
No, I don't see
heck
it.
no.
I stumble blindly into it.
All right,
Oh.
so make that save versus spell.
Save versus spell.
Oh, that's a miss.
Dead on.
Oh, it's dead on. Okay, good. So you're slowed. Again, it's grasping at you, grass vines, but it's not keeping you put in place. So
Lena's
that
good
is
at threading
that.
the needle, you know?
So, Patty, this round you can choose to either apply damage just by squeezing it, or you can give up the hold. What do you want to do?
I want to shank it with the silver dagger while I'm.
You can't do that and maintain the
Oh.
grapple. You can let go of the grapple
Oh.
and do it, but you can't maintain the grapple.
Can I? How far away am I from the edge of the roof?
Quite far. So let's see, 8 feet up.
Oh.
Well, I mean, probably a good 10 feet from the edge.
So if I wanted to say suplex him off the roof,
Yeah, we can give that a try. So, your choice of a strength or a dex check first.
either or
Okay.
the same. So
Stop.
boop, I succeed.
Low success, though, right? And it's going to try and resist you.
You know what? I'm gonna use a reroll to get a better number.
Okay.
I want to suplex him off the roof, really bad, because I still count as doing as a +1 magical weapon when I do damage. So where's the roll button? There it is. Boop. There we go. That's a better success.
Okay.
15 out of 18.
Yeah, that's a high success. Oh, it also got a high success. Higher than yours, too.
Oh.
So actually, its slickness of its skin, you try and do it. And what you end up doing is throwing yourself off the roof as the slime just causes you to lose grip and you fall.
Ah!
Yeah. So it's not... Okay, so you're going to take 4 points of damage from the fall.
Okay.
So, Bert, considering this duration is 12 rounds, so it's an active field that if he comes within it.
Yep.
Okay, so just want to remember that.
And also, Patty, you fall in the middle of these vines and grasses. Why don't you make me a save versus spell?
I hit every ugly branch on the way out of the ugly tree. Where are my saves? There they are. Spell.
Think
Boom.
Guava Jagular for this.
Nope. I am entangled.
All right. You were held as well. So there you go, Talina. You see Patty fall off the roof, fall into the grasping vines and grasses around you. Tristan's still invisible, but he's all caught up in that as well. Grown Wolf is moving slowly through it, but the creature itself is stuck. So it can't move, but it can still act, right?
I guess if it has something it can do without moving.
Okay.
How does that affect his vibration?
No, because your plants don't. I mean, it's a small, subtle vibration, so it can't really stop that.
Okay.
Go ahead and let's have Tristan roll a d6 for this round. And Tristan,
Tristan would like to act last round.
Oh yes,
that happens.
yes.
That would be nice.
You are bound though, so you can't move out of the area. But what do you want to do?
I am slowed, right?
Oh, slowed. Okay, sorry.
I
slowed.
passed my
yeah,
thing.
You passed
so
it.
yeah. All right. It shot out its tongue, grabbed hold of Grown Wolf, and pulled it back in. Is its tongue still stuck to Grown Wolf?
No.
Ah, all right. Well, I guess I'll just attack the new one that is there in front of me because
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
must have been there. So slow everything down by trying to find the things on my sheet again. Yeah. Does it know where I? Oh, it doesn't matter. I've rolled now. But fail miserably.
yeah.
Miss.
Yeah, it's gonna fail.
Miss drastically. With the air.
All right, so you're still in the area of the effect, but you're just slowed. Grown Wolf is slowed as well, or were you trapped, Grown Wolf?
I
I'm
was
getting
slowed
you-
as
You
well.
were
I
slowed
was
as well.
slowed.
Patty
Yeah.
is held in place. Okay, so Tristan, go ahead and roll for your side. Is anyone casting this round?
So I've got the monster summoning 2, which I think resolved last
Yep,
round.
and so goblins come out of the woodwork. And, of course, the goblins are smashed, as they always are, carrying a keg between them. How many did you summon?
So monster summoning 1 will do 2 to 8 of something small, and monster summoning 2 will do a D6 of something big. So we'll do the D6 since I did 2.
Okay, so they're big goblins.
Yeah, they're burly. These are some HGH, a human goblin hormone goblins.
With a big keg under each arm as it comes in.
Five. And they last for a good number of
Okay,
rounds.
so
It's
they
like
will
4
enter-
plus my level.
They will enter
Yeah.
the fray on your side on your initiative this round. So is
Nice.
anyone casting?
Waving.
Yes.
Actually, Friendon, you're being
With slowing?
slowed, so you can't cast because it's
All right.
actively causing you to have to.
I'm okay. I'm just gonna be trying to get out of it then when
Mm-hmm.
I can.
Yeah, so you can just move out of it next round. Talina, are you casting?
1 moment. Let me just check real quick. No. Nope.
Not casting. Okay. So Richard, go ahead. Roll the d6 for your side.
I
Did you already?
thought I had.
I see it, a 4, and they also rolled a 4, so this is simultaneous. So another one of these things ports in, just outside of the tangled brambles and tree limbs and everything else. You guys can go ahead and get your in. Of course, they'll still be able to take their actions as well since it's simultaneous. But
Question for you.
Yeah.
Can I move into my own entanglement?
you would also have to roll. You're not proof against it.
Because I can pass without trace. I mean, I have that underbrush thing where I can move through underbrush.
Yeah, I'll
No.
let you do that if you've got that. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so what are you doing? You want to go in and attack the creature?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. That was just an aside question. But yeah, I will go in with dagger and hack into the one that the first one.
Sure. Okay. Easier to hit because it doesn't get a dex bonus for its AC.
Okay. And I get 1 dagger attack this time.
Mhm.
Magic dagger.
That's going to miss.
Shit. Okay.
Okay. That was Talina. Tristan and Grownwolf, you're still in there. Patty, you're pretty bound up. You can take an action, but you can't move from the spot, so you're going to be prone. So you can do something from laying on your back, but
Can I try and slowly cut myself free with my knife?
no. You can't move enough to draw a knife.
Stop showing me your magics.
Yeah, I'm just stuck on the ground. I recognize the entanglement spell,
Mm-hmm.
and I recognized that it was something that Talina had casted before, and I'm just like, get your stupid plant magic off me!
Screaming can be done. Yes. Perfect.
Are you still holding on to the first one, or did it get jarred free when it?
No,
came
I
down?
got thrown off the roof.
Yeah. It slipped out of his grasp. It's still on the roof. All right. Tristan, Doing anything?
I guess I try and stab the one that is right there with me.
Okay. Go
Seeing
right
as
ahead.
it's, right there with me. I'm still invisible, so
Yes.
this is crazy that I always get the +4, but is that right?
Yeah. If it can't see you and it doesn't have any other way of detecting that you're there, yeah.
All right, well then, craziness continues.
Oh
I
yeah.
roll a 26,
Holy shit.
and I hit for 32 points of damage.
Ouch.
As I 32 cold magical points of damage.
Okay,
As I slice into its back.
you gut this one in one blow. Yeah,
Ooh.
go you. All right, so
Is it like your magics? Is it the duplicate spell thing?
I don't know.
check.
I'm really feeling quite slow at the moment, both in body and mind.
so Grown Wolf, your action was to basically get out of the area of effect, so you're able to do
Correct.
so at half your speed.
Do I have a free action to throw the cloak hood over my head and
Yes,
try to go as
that's
invisible
fine.
as I can?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can do that. So your summoned allies come in, and I said they were each drunken and they were carrying a keg. They are going to hurl the keg like some amazing alcoholic boulder at the new slot that's outside of the area effect. There's 5 of them, right?
Yeah,
3 of them are going to hurl their kegs at the one on the roof, and then 2 of them are going to do the one here on the ground. So on the ground, that's going to miss both. And on the roof, oh, okay.
Never underestimate the damaging power of alcohol.
Okay. You hear the you don't see it from where you are, but you hear the kegs just smash and splinter.
Cast
Beer
fireball
starts
on the fucking roof.
the beer starts pouring off the roof.
Cast fireball on the roof.
All right, they get their turn. So even though you killed it, Tristan, it's still going to be able to get its turn back. Actually, you know what? No, it's not. So in first edition D&D, when there's simultaneous movement, you go by weapon speed. You used a dagger, right?
No, short sword.
Oh, a short sword. Okay. Which case? Give me a second.
Magic short sword, though.
Yeah,
It is a magic
Yep. Okay, so no, you would have a faster weapon, so you would be able to kill it before it could get its back. The one on the roof is going to. Well, you don't know what it's going to do. It does something. And the other one that's out here that's free is going to attack 3 attacks on Talina. Well, actually, no, because Talina waded into all the vines and everything, so it doesn't want to get caught up in it.
The dead one.
That's a good question. What does it do? It attacks the 5 that just come out of the forest. Your summoned creatures. Tears into them. All right, so it seems to be battling your goblins, your mighty, like, lumberjack-style goblins.
Swoblins.
Yeah, swollens. There you go, swollens. All right, so what the scene looks like, Tristan and Talina are in the midst of all the flailing vines. Tristan is still invisible. The creature that was caught in here is dead. Just outside of the vines is one perfectly healthy Slod doing battle with the swollens. And something happened to the one on the roof, which you don't see.
And
So there we
I'm
go.
having a temper tantrum like a toddler
Yes,
at a
you are.
grocery store.
Yes, you are. Why don't you roll the d6? I'm going to say that Friendin did get out, so Friendin could cast.
Okay.
I
All
rolled a
right.
2. Yay.
Yeah, so it'll go first. What are you doing, Friendin?
I am indeed casting.
Okay. So they go first on a 2. The 1 is still going to continue to attack your summoned creatures. Okay. They seem to be holding their own right now. One that fell through the roof. Well, sorry. The one that you don't see is doing something. You hear some motion inside of the building. That's their turn. Casting, Groenwolf, what do you cast?
So before I know for sure, I just want to get a visual lay of the land.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff on the roof, do we have any allies besides goblins in the vicinity of the stuff on the roof?
Nobody's on the roof.
Nobody's on the roof.
Okay. I think in this instance, after taking a third of my HP in damage and getting caught in shit, despite Patty giving the suggestion, I think I would have actually just fireballed at this point anyway.
Go for it. So you're going to fireball the building?
Yeah, like that top of the roof where they're all at. If I can aim up and away from everybody, it's
Yes.
a 10 by 10 by 10, basically.
No friendlies are on the roof or up high.
Then, yeah,
well,
I'm
Tristan
sure-
might be up there. You have no idea.
You know what though? At this point, like he's invisible. I've seen something gutted that without any explicable reasoning. I think I have some idea that Tristan hasn't scaled the roof in that time.
Sure. Go ahead and just tell me what the damage is.
Okay, second time I've cast this. Let me double check. 1d6 per caster level, so that's 8d6.
A mighty fireball. Okay, 26. It basically blows the roof off, catches the house on fire. There, you can hear somebody. Well, actually, you won't hear it yet. That's too fast. All right, so the house is on fire. The roof is just blown off with the initial damage of the fire, but the house is on fire now.
Clues burning up.
Okay, so Patty, you're still restrained. Talina and Tristan, what are you guys doing?
I get out of the entangled area for now.
Okay, yeah, just move
Action, so.
out and probably not entering the building that's now on fire, I would imagine.
No, but there was a third thingy that
Yeah.
appeared, right? So yeah, I'll be sort of moving towards that.
Well, there's one you can't see that was on the roof. You don't know what happened
Yeah.
to it. There's one outside of the area of effect of Talina's spell that's engaged with the goblins that just came out of the woods like some strange rugby group that was drinking out there and decided to come in and help, that is battling the other one. So that's the only one that you visually see.
Yeah, that's the one I'll move towards, just because
Okay.
I'm not going into the fire.
Sure.
I mean, I'm invisible, not stupid.
Talina, what are you doing?
So when if I cast entangle on the ones with the goblins, does that mean my entangle here disappears?
I don't believe so, because there's no such thing as, well, no, there are some spells in first edition that say concentration, but I don't believe that this is one of them.
Yeah, this isn't one of them.
I think it just lasts until you say it doesn't, or unless it's got a duration.
Yeah, it's got a duration of 12 rounds.
Okay. Does it say you can end it when you want to?
Let me see. Sailing through the effect of spells, slow movements. It does not say that.
Okay, then it just lasts until the duration. Now, did you have it memorized more than once?
No, and that's one thing I was going to ask you. Is that the same for divine spells?
Yeah,
as it is?
you have to do spells just like magic users, except the way you get them is different. You have to, at the beginning of the day when you pray, decide what you have. So
Okay, well, I
unless
don't
you spam that more than once, you can only cast it once.
Okay. Then I will go with a different spell.
Mm-hmm.
I will light up the one in front of us with the goblins. Light them up with fairy fire.
Okay.
Okay. And that's that's a casting time of 3 segment.
Right. They've already gone, so there's nobody that can interrupt your spell, so you can get that off.
Oh, okay.
Do they get a save? Probably not. It's just a...
Yeah, no, there's no save.
Yeah.
Basically, he lights up, and anybody attacking him gets a +2, I believe. Yeah, +2 to hit.
Okay.
So he lights up in a blue, green, or violet,
Sure.
according to the word of the druid at the time. What color is he?
What color is the slot?
The slot, yeah.
It's blue.
It's blue? Okay, then let's make him violet.
Nice. All right, so Tristan moved out. Groenwolf cast Fireball. Talina cast Fairy Fire. Patty really can't do anything until this is over. You're just kind of sitting there. Okay. So we're going to start the next round with the fire consuming the house. That was a lot of damage on a fireball. So the house is being consumed.
Is the entanglement growth catching fire?
Yes.
I'm on fire.
Not yet, but it is going that way.
And also, Bert, if
Mhm.
a house in a structure in the village is on fire, that's an alert, right?
Well, that happened 4 seconds ago, literally. So it's
It's
good. It's gonna take a little bit of time.
Damn volunteer fire departments.
Yeah, they don't react in seconds. Yeah. That doesn't
Luckily, they're
happen.
the Hamlet frog fighters as well. It's what a coincidence.
Oh. Okay, so there is still one active creature that you see. You don't know where the other one went. Building's on fire, and yes, it's going to spread into the foliage that Patty is stuck in. So that's what it looks like at the beginning of this round. Let's go ahead and have Grown Wolf roll a d6. Anyone casting?
I am 4.
You guys go first. Did you say you were casting, Friendon?
Yeah.
What are you casting?
Mirror image. So
Okay.
D4 of
Sure.
me's show up.
And while you're at it, your gobos will go on your turn, so they are going to attack. Oh my. Yeah, they're holding their own.
They have been, Bert. I'm liking this monster summoning. It keeps me out of the fray. I can just sit back and watch. I'm good at delegating.
They bring beer.
You only summon goblins, and you only summon drunk goblins for some reason.
You know what? That squares. That squares. They're a manifestation of me still being pissed from like 15 sessions ago, where you marked the bad beer, the good beer, specifically so I wouldn't drink the right
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes, that's exactly it. That's why. That's why everything happens. All right, spells. That was spells then. So who wants next? Yeah, so Talina and Tristan, you can definitely see that fire is going to spread in to where Patty is being contained.
Yeah. Is there any way to help Patty out of this thing?
What does the spell say about that, Jeff? Does it say that you're just immobilized if you fail the save?
By means of the spell, the druid is able to cause plants in the area of effect to entangle creatures within the area. The grasses, weeds, bushes, and even trees wrap, twist, and entangle creatures, thus holding them fast for the duration of the spell. If any creature in the area of effect makes a saving throw, the effect of the spell is to slow its movement by 50% for the spell duration.
So what I'm going to say is, yes, those of you that have made your save can go in and hack him out. The biggest problem why he can't get himself out is he can't move to get any leverage, right? So those of you that can move can get in there and pull him out.
I run in with my invisible self and say, "Take my hand."
It's right there, right there.
Yeah. So no, I will try and free Patty. I guess that will be good.
All right.
Quick question. My mirror images, are they also under the effects of the cloak that I'm wearing? Like, do they
Yes.
also shift?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Since it's a visual effect, absolutely. Which is funny. It's like the whole point of mirror image is to give other targets, but all your
Yeah.
targets are also invisible.
That's what I was just thinking. I'm like, shit, I fucked up. Okay.
All these
Just pull your
mountain
hood down
Mordor
and they
bottom-
all. Yeah.
Nice.
All these boulders from Mordor appear just right
There. Talina, what are you doing? You don't know that Tristan is in there helping Patty, so you see that Patty's going to burn to death. You going to do anything about that?
First thing I'd like to do, though, I don't know if it's just 2 actions or what. I want to blow my horn
What's the other thing you want to do?
and go get Patty. I can do both, right? I mean, people
No,
run-
I mean, because literally, well, it's 10 seconds. I guess you could, yeah. A short blast. Because remember, each combat round is 10 seconds long.
yeah.
So a short blast and then run in there. You won't be able to start getting him out yet, but you can get to him.
Right. Okay. As long as I'm to him, at least I can cover him.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So the flames start pulling in. Here's how this is going to work. The creature outside is pretty much being taken care of, unless Grown Wolf, unless you want to go over there and help out. But what's more important here is whether or not Patty has gotten out before the vines and everything catch fire. So here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Tristan, how are you trying to get him out? Are you hacking at the vines, or are you trying to pull him out physically?
Pull out physically. I will
Right.
be.
Give me a strength check.
Oh God, no! I should have looked at my strength.
Talina,
Oh, well, all right.
Talina, how are you trying to help?
Okay. So I reached him. I
Yep.
blew my signal. I look at him, and Tristan. I don't know. Is there any signal for me to know Tristan's there? Is there
Not
anything?
unless Tristan wants to say anything.
I mean,
You have no
guys
idea.
the ground around it would be tapped down, but from where I am standing, but that's about it.
Yeah, but since all the grass and everything is moving, that's probably not all that noticeable.
So just to be sure, Tristan isn't letting.
I mean, I would be saying, "Hey, help me
there.
out," but whether
Okay, there
you
you
can
go.
tell exactly where I am.
So you hear Tristan, you just don't know where he is, but he's there.
Okay, well that gives me some because we've been working with Tristan in this whole
Mhm.
thing. But I know he's around, so I'm gonna try and help Patty as much as I can. But
How?
still keep him,
Are you cutting through, or are you using just strength to pull him?
fuck it, I'm dispelling the spell. I'm dispelling it.
Okay, now by the description of the spell, you can't. It lasts for the duration.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
well,
that's why we went over that part of it. You can't
That's
dispel
right.
it. Yeah.
good dude.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah.
Can't do
So
the Baldur's Gate either. Damn it.
yeah, so are you going to pull him out, or are you going to cut the stuff around him?
I'm gonna keep my eye open. I'm gonna cover them.
Okay, so
I'm
you're
sure-
not okay. So you're not helping to pull him out.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. No,
How
I'm
bad
not
of a fail was that, Richard, for your strength roll?
Very bad.
Okay, what
so
is your
bad
strength?
That I don't want to say. My strength is a massive 8.
Okay.
So I'm stronger than Grown Wolf, but not by much.
Are you going to keep that?
Should I waste a reroll on this?
The way
Anybody?
that I'm
Hands?
doing it is for every point over your strength is how many segments it's going to take to get him out, which you're at this point into the whole next round before you're making any headway.
It's fine. Let it go.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead.
If it's okay, what I'd like to do is direct 2 of the 5 goblins to try to assist in Patty getting out. Like, you're burly, help our burly friend out of those woodsy things.
It'll have to roll when I get entangled. Well, I
Yep.
guess. Should I
It
have
would.
rolled
One
for
makes it.
for going in there?
I'm just going to have you roll the once. You figure it out
Right.
how to.
Okay. Yep. I won't.
One of them is just slowed and is able to make it over to Patty. The other one gets held fast.
Sorry.
The other 3 continue to pound on the slod.
There's still one accounted for.
There's
That's why
one
I don't,
unaccounted for.
I don't
Yep.
want us all be bending over
Okay.
and pulling.
So this
Something
next round, it's on fire. It's like you guys are in the midst of burning shrubbery, trees, everything. So yeah, you guys you're gonna take a little heat and smoke damage this round, but it hasn't yet consumed everything. It will the next round. So Tristan, from last round, you're pulling, you're slowly sliding Patty out. I'm gonna say enough that Patty, you're now at you're slowed instead of held.
All right.
Okay.
I
You guys are
would
still
like
in the
to-
midst of this, and
Yeah.
one of
I
the
can do something.
yeah. What do you want to do?
So if my movement's slowed,
Yeah.
how far away out of the area am I? Like until I'm out of the area?
4 yards.
4 yards
Yeah.
until I'm out? Okay, never mind.
Yep.
I can't leap that far. All right, go ahead.
Well, actually, I guess you're in the middle. You said you cast in the middle, right, Talina?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it a 4-yard radius or a 4-yard diameter for the
Diameter.
diameter? Okay, so only 2 yards.
That's 6 feet.
About.
Okay. So then I can leap a maximum of 10 feet forward.
So 5 feet because you're slowed. Not
Right.
enough. Not enough to get
It's
out.
still not enough. Okay. All right. Never mind.
Okay. So what are you doing then?
I'm gonna slowly make my way out.
Okay.
I'm gonna just do half my movement, which is, yeah, my movement is a lot more, to be fair. My base is 15.
Oh, geez. No, you can just move your way out then.
Yeah, I just make my way out.
Okay, Tristan. You freed Patty enough that he's able to yank his way through. And he's like just grabbing handfuls of grass and weeds and limbs and just pulling himself out.
Well, then I guess I will be making my way out of there as well. Then.
Okay. What is your movement?
Yeah, my movement's only 12, so
Well, still 6, so you're able to reach the edge.
I'll get out.
Talina, Patty is pulling himself out.
Okay, so I see he's getting out. I'm keeping watch. I'm looking around. Do I see anyone?
Okay,
or-
you're in the middle of a roaring fire. Are you going to stay there or are you going to get out?
I mean, I'll move out of the way. I have nothing holding me. It's like I'm just walking around in a fire.
Right? In a fire is the key
I'm
point.
I'm not gonna walk into the fires,
Yep.
but I'm in a fire zone, and yeah.
Okay, so a
But
big
I'm
meaty hand reaches down Patty and yanks you the rest of the way out as one of Groenwolf's goblins gives you some assistance. Tristan stumbles out of the on fire brush, coughing and choking. Talina's still walking around in there. Jeff, take a D4 damage. It's from smoke inhalation.
Okay.
But you are looking around to see if you can find that other slot, and you're just not seeing it.
Yeah, I'm just looking for.
By the time you get out, the other goblin swollens are just curb stomping this slod on the ground. You're pretty sure it's dead. Right. So that seems to be all the enemies accounted for. Everybody is out of the fire except for Talina, who is kind of just skirting it, just keeping just out of the flames itself, looking for the other one, which has not made a reappearance yet. The building is gone up. It's just smoking tenders at this point. There's not a lot left in there. And now you hear the bell in the town square of Hamlet ringing for a fire. People have finally taken notice that the building out here is on fire.
As soon as I hear the bell, I just slump to the ground and I go, "Oh, good, the heroes are about to show up."
How long were your creatures summoned for?
So I think it's 4 rounds plus my levels, so it is
All right.
12 rounds.
So unless you stop, then the rest of them are going to haul their friend out of there before he burns up.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm like, great job, everyone. If there's something I can do, don't hesitate not to ask.
Just remember, the slod started the fire with their breath.
That's right. We didn't start the fire.
Had some breath weapon. Yeah. All right, so with no immediate threat in the vicinity, you guys don't see the slod. Talina, I'm going to say that since you're braving the fire and sticking there, you're able to see inside at this point, there's nothing left of the inside of that cabin, but you don't see the slod in there. You don't see a corpse. You have no idea where it went. Groenwolf, your swollens do a little haka on the field, before they go back into the forest with their one remaining beer keg.
Bye. It was a barrel of laughs, I say, as they walk off.
Yes.
We don't hear babies crying in the place, do we?
No.
Okay, good.
No. You don't see anything else in there.
I was going to walk around to the other side of whatever this structure is exactly, and look around to see if there was heavy impact, as if something had jumped off of the roof down onto the ground.
You look around, but you do find in the back there is a well back here. You don't see anything odd about it. It's got a covered top and the little crank for the bucket, but you don't see anything. You don't see any impressions on the grass back here, which there's a little bit of fire starting to catch the grass. It's just on the edge. No signs of anything.
I shrug. Nobody sees me shrug. And then I go back round to join the others. Nobody sees that either. I guess I
That'd be
make
a
myself
great way
visible
in,
again.
All right.
That'd be a great way in through the well.
Maybe.
So villagers start showing up. They've got a bucket line ready. A lot of the villagers knew that he has a well back here, so they go to the well and they start cranking out buckets of water,
Okay.
trying, put out. The house is gone. There's almost nothing left. The deck is gone. It's all burned up. Because you did cast the entanglement, it's that caught fire instead of the trees around it for the most part. But they do, take time to just wet everything down to make sure it doesn't spark later. And while this is going on, you do get some questions. It's like, what happened? Where's the rope maker? Did he burn up in all this? What started this?
He
so
was
you're
a
getting
demon.
the questions. Well, yeah, I mean, he was a real asshole for sure, but
No, he had his skin ripped off his body, and he was a demon
I'm
with
gonna.
a tongue.
they
and-
back up because, of course, you still smell like alcohol.
I point at the body in the field. I point at the body in the field that the goblins curb stomped. I go, that
There's actually
looked like that.
There's actually nothing there except for a lot of slime, like a big pile of slime.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
I'm gonna find whoever's in charge, and I'm gonna try to convince them that this is due to rope burns.
Rope burns. It's a real bad case of rope burn.
Bottle rockets.
Never seen its like before.
You know what? If you're going to make rope for a living and be coiling it very quickly, don't wear corduroy. It's an accident waiting to happen.
If you are trying to convince, there's not like a real leader here. The mayor hasn't shown up yet. He's an older guy. But you do find the person who kind of got the brigade together. Make me a charisma check.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. That is not not my strong suit.
We have rerolls.
I know. I'm a 10. Or, sorry, a 10 in charisma, yeah. 9.
Oh, hey, you make it. Yeah,
I use a lot of very sciencey words about spontaneous
it's a
human
low
combustion.
success, but given what's going on and they're still putting the fire out, I mean, just kind of accept it at face value that something happened with the ropes.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, he's got all that tallow. Somebody must have dropped a spark into it. It must have set everything off.
Yeah.
Patty, just outright, they're just think you're a raving madman, that you're drunk. Demons. Pff.
I mean, I'm pretty impressed that they've got a bucket brigade and town fire thing when they didn't have one just yesterday, when another place happened to be set on fire.
Well, see, they learned. They learned.
They went out drinking the night before, and somebody gracefully paid for all their drinking needs for the evening.
And they spent
the
the whole
HOA
drunken night learning to make a bucket brigade.
I guess they did.
Yeah, they actually invited the goblin folk in, and then that was the problem, and all those goblins got drunk too, and who knows what happens when those are around.
Yeah. All right, so smoldering remains of a building. Does look like there was a cellar with all the wood burned away. You can see like a stone foundation. Looks like there was there is some sort of cellar down there. There's a lot of collapsed wood on top of it, but there is a cellar.
That's what I was looking for. Some kind of intel. I was hoping we wouldn't have ruined it all, so I'm gonna go check it out.
Okay. All right. So you spend some time, maybe even convince the villagers that maybe the rope maker's body is in there and we should try and retrieve it. So they'll help you move some debris out of the way once everything is thoroughly soaked. And
there might be innocents below. We don't know.
So you're able to move enough debris that there is now a crawlway that you can get down in there if you want. Do you want to go in, take a look?
Definitely.
Okay. Somebody lights up a lantern for you, hands it to you as you go down, calling out to see if anyone's alive. So you get in. The cellar is more than just a root cellar, which is common for this area. It was a much larger area, and soot stains everywhere, and it looks like there was some damage. Some of the rock is fractured, but it looks like this area down was it looks like there was an altar, some sort of summoning circle. All the accoutrements of someone that is into nefarious things.
Okay. I seal off the area, call in crime scene investigation.
Magical CSI.
I call down the wizard. I call down. We need wizardry. We need wizardry.
Okay, I've been busy talking to town folk. What do we need to do here, Talina?
We have an active possible summoning site, definite holy site with this creature that we encountered, this salad you were talking about.
Right. I'm a cleric too. God's stuff. Okay, everyone. I'm gonna examine it. I'm gonna do my best to try to decipher like if I know anything about the deity involved. Like just give it a good, solid, thorough scrutinizing.
Tristan, you going to help at all, or are you going to stand back and? I mean, the place is kind of still shifting. There's still a lot of wood that's falling here and there.
No,
I'm detect magic.
You can roll it.
But, alright, I'll do that well.
Love it. Do we have a barbarian? We need someone to detect magic.
Nope, I don't see nothing.
Nothing wants to tell you about its magics. Grownwolf, so you see the layout. You see the stones. You see the inscription on the ground. Some of it you can still make out. Go ahead and make me an intelligence check.
Okay. It's a 16 that I need to hit. 13.
High success. Okay. It is a planar gate, or at least it was. It actually has not been used in some time. Some things are missing from it for it to properly work. It actually looks old. Like, this has not been in recent use, but at some point in time it was used here. There are things missing. You're noticing that there should be more inscriptions here and there. There would have been a need for some diamonds and some gemstones here and there, but it's all gone. So this is an old area that used to be used as a planar gate.
Well, everyone, I don't know why this wasn't so obvious. It's plainer as day. There's a gate right here. I'm going to do my best to
So not dedicated to a deity, in fact. This is pure, more of what your old self was into.
Right. So is the logical assumption in this moment that the shopkeep just hopped on over and started a business? He wanted to engage in local capitalism like a real demon. So, okay, I got this. I understand.
Well, while everybody was investigating that, I was just going to be asking the villagers, hey, whoa, what happened to this guy? How long has he been in the village? What a tragedy this is. Give me the information on the guy, please. Tell me things.
So just kind of hobnobbing around. I'll tell you what, give me a charisma check.
I really should pay attention to my stats before I do that.
That's fine.
Oh, well, that's a success. It's very low.
It's just a question of whether or not you're arousing suspicion from what you're asking, and not really. People are just kind of hopped up on the excitement and just answering you. So he's been here for a couple of years. No family.
Sorry.
His family died of a lung condition. All just cancer of the lung. Entire family just wiped out from lung cancer.
Turns out Hamlet, mining town. Who knew?
No, he several years ago he came in. No family in the area. He bought the building. Building had been not in use for some time. The last family that lived here actually died of plague. And because of that, nobody wanted to take it over, but this guy just came in, purchased it.
So you got an out-of-towner to buy it. I see, yeah, makes sense.
Yep, exactly. Took up the trade of rope, mending, making, that sort of thing. He's particularly, fishermen are fond of him because he fixes nets very well. Doesn't charge much, but he's been here for a few years.
Has he always been a dick?
Yeah, he's pretty much always been an asshole. Pretty much always. Universally, everyone that you talk to tell like he's a horrible gossip, and the gossip he tells is generally false.
But his ropes are good.
But his ropes are really good.
Does his job. Yeah.
Yes, the realtors in the area are not obligated to tell about past plague victims, hauntings, or planar gates in the basement. Yeah, so that was a rider. The contract in the village means the realtors get a pass on some things.
Well, Grown Wolf, we're about 3 diamonds and some charcoal away from a Spelljammer campaign.
How near are we the coast? Because I am a wizard, and there's been some rumors, and
too soon.
I like what you're putting down, Talina. I've made a note of the symbols here, and if ever we need to potentially open up a portal that could bring some of these things through, I'm jotting it down. I've made some etchings. This is fun.
Note some more bits have hit the table there for folks. If anyone's, I know Grunwolf's down some hit points.
Sure.
Yep. So there's some on the table there to heal.
Okay, what was it? A D4 per 100 or a D8? I don't remember.
For an individual person, D8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do anybody mind if I take that?
I thought it was a hit die.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. It's your hit die.
Okay.
Yeah, just roll whatever your hit die is, which is actually worse than a D8 for you.
Yeah, for me it is.
It's a
Yeah.
D4.
So it's that plus con, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Or minus con if you've got it.
All right, so I'm gonna use 1 as well.
Okay.
Let's see, it's a D12 plus 8. I heal 15.
Plus 8.
I'm at almost
8.
full. Yeah.
Holy crap! Wow.
Barbarians are so nasty in
It's
first
so
edition.
good.
Wow.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
Meanwhile, I'm like a D4 plus nada over here, just glad to be alive.
So his only redeeming factor was the fact that he was actually an excellent rope maker. His ropes never had problems. He had a particular coating that he would put on the fishermen's nets that allowed them to actually more buoyant on the surface. They lasted longer, and he was excellent at mending broken nets. People loved him for that, but he was a shit talker and a shit starter. He would spread rumors, getting certain people to be looked unfavorably in the village.
Huh.
We also look around the room down there. I mean, are there any nets that he finished? Any of his great stuff? Any other stuff?
All of his equipment and his work area were all on that deck outside that kind of just went around this house, everything.
Well, he has the store, too.
Anything else in the storage area or down below in the...
Yeah, so the only thing that's left of the building is what used to be this cellar. And other than that strange altar stone and what used to be a planar gate, there's nothing else down here.
Okay. Now, is this something we could buy?
How much for the burned down building? I've got this fetish.
I understand that there was plague victims in here once. That should lower the price.
I mean, who better to have a planar gate than us? And we don't have to let anybody know. We just buy it and build up.
Oh, I know the answer to that question. Who better than us? Anybody
Anybody.
else. Anybody else.
Talina, I was against
Give it to
this.
Gregory, the town dunce, and he'll do more with it.
This is starting to make sense to me now, though. I like where your head's at.
What is gate for?
More of these frog folk, these slods.
I do not like them. No gate.
Or other places. There's other places.
Yep. The stuff that's missing, Grown Wolf, is actually the stuff that would key the gate to a particular plane. That's what's missing.
Okay. And I grokked that with my roll as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, like, essentially, we just need to put in, and I know this because I visited other planes of existence, someone's telephone number, essentially. This is an explanation that requires more explanations. I should just shut up.
Yeah, Grown Wolf actually knowing about telephones.
I do not like this gate, but I will trust you.
No, but from a security aspect, she'd be thinking, hey, if we buy the land or, the druids buy the land, then it becomes private land and that gate is shut and nobody, we can build something on top of it.
Yep.
They did it all the time. Cathedrals and temples and all kinds of stuff on top of those.
Can't you just destroy the gate?
Well, yeah, you can, but,
if the object is to just get rid of the gate, then you can just get rid of the gate rather than buying the land, right?
But yeah.
I mean,
Selena's like, I hate this world. I want to go somewhere else.
If
I mean, if that's not
NPC
the
was
game.
here, NPC would be like, yes, we can go see like Primus. I can go visit my god and see the
Yeah.
All right, so what do you guys want to do? So the villagers are kind of breaking up after it's clear that everything is soaked out enough that no fire is going to spread to the town. No body was found. The flame burned unusually hot, though.
Weird.
And there's no, I mean, there was slime left before, right?
Yeah.
On the other two.
Yeah.
And there's no like residue of slime around on the roof.
No,
Or
if it was there, it probably burned up because again, fireball really hot. It's not just a
Yeah.
regular fire.
I know I had some shots of it the other night. Just it's a real humdinger.
It'll get
So,
you every time.
I'm gonna talk to Talina. Talina, would you rather we buy this instead of destroy it? I'm down for either. We could try to find somebody. If you want to try to become a real estate mogul, I'm fine.
No. I was just, I have to report to the Hierophant about the existence of this, of course. And
I'll hand you my etching then too, so you can use that in your report. Like, yeah, I did a quick drawing, and it's like 2 stick figures, one with horns, and then the inscription of the that were around it.
Aldrin,
Yeah, exactly.
It says "Hail Satan" crossed off.
Yeah.
All right.
No, but yeah, I'll report it to the people who need to know this type of thing. We've already got enough on our plate. We're going to the Temple of Elemental Evil, so we'll find more planar gates. It's no big.
Okay. Yeah. So again, Friendin, this the gate has been there for a while. It hasn't been
Okay.
used in a while. It's not like it was just put in. Likely by how this building was built. Talina is probably not wrong in that this existed before the village was here, and someone just built their house right on top of it.
Okay.
But who knows how that all happened? Who knows? All evidence is gone.
Bit by bit, we may be able to put together how such an unfortunate thing were to randomly occur in such a peaceful town of Hamlet. Maybe like 100 bits would be required or so to figure out. I'm going to start systematically just trying to do what I can to destroy this symbol while everybody else is doing stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's not difficult. I mean, you just deface what's left over. And
Okay, cool.
It pretty much ruins it.
Smash.
Perfect.
Smash.
Yeah, Patty, let's smash this up. Let's do it.
Maul, just
Okay.
pulverizing every single brick.
So yeah, like that's your day. I mean, started a little fire, killed some innocent frog folk. Yeah. Now you're defacing public property.
It's still private property.
Oh no. The owner's dead, so it reverts to the public.
Well, don't know if he's left a will or not. I don't know the laws of succession in this land. But
That's
hey.
true.
Tristan says that in like 3 sad tadpoles in another plane of existence shed a single tear each.
Right. Again, you spend most of the day doing that. Otherwise, once you've destroyed the remnants of the gate so that it can't be used again, what do? It's kind of late to take off to Nolb or to the temple, but
Don't know that it's going to make any difference, but I was talking to the moneylender last time and they had some gems and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to ask and see if the rope guy was trying to get hold of any particular gems to finish off his.
oh, that's a good thought. He is going to just give you a quick reply to that, and he stops for a minute and starts thinking really hard about something. And give me a charisma check.
Did he sell them when he turned up here to begin with? Hey, that is also a success. Wow.
Yeah, so he says, well, now that you talk about him, I mean, he's always been kind of a surly ass, but there is something unusual about his activities. Sooner or later, anyone in the town comes to me for a loan, to be able to get new nettings for their fish, to seeds for, their farms. everyone comes to me sooner or later for a loan. He has never, not since he moved here. I mean, his business does well, but he's never been in need of money. That I find that unusual now that you're bringing it up. But did he ever traffic in gemstones? No. Not to my recollection. He's never passed my threshold here.
Oh well.
This guy's a slot too. Kill him.
He licks
They're
his
all
eyebrow.
slots. Kill everyone. It's the only way.
This town is full of slods, I say.
Patty, in character, is now paranoid. For the record.
Odd, is that you? Lord, are you there?
Oh well, that's interesting information. Thanks a lot. I run
So
away.
about those gems. Wait!
I don't have any gems.
I smell the coin on you. Come back.
I'm part dwarf.
Yeah, all right. Is there anything you guys want to do to prepare or to investigate anything further? We'll say it's late afternoon at this point. People are coming in from the fields. Fishermen are coming back in from their daily toils. Usually this is where everybody just gathers at the public house to eat, drink, converse before going home.
So given the events earlier in the day, I'm going to buy up every net that's for sale because there's about to be a real run on availability soon here. And I'm just going to make a fucking bank. I'm going to make a bag. I'm going to get that bag, y'all. Go into town, kill the local merchant, buy up all the supply. This is how you end up not worrying about buying a little planer gate, but buying yourself a gate around your manse. You know what I'm saying?
You want a net to provide for your family. Well, you've come to the right place. Kiss the ring. Kiss it.
Pulls out orange peel from mouth, no longer looks like Marlon Brando.
The thing that gets me, though, is if the other slod were appearing from where and how.
I mean, I don't know how the duplicate thing works,
Yeah.
but could there have
Nobody
been that?
rolled well enough to know what the slod's abilities are, just that they are not of this plane.
I know what it is out of character.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Yeah,
I
you
was
do.
terrified the moment you said it was a slot. The visuals weren't clicking for me for a minute. I was listening. I'm like, is it the babbling whatever? I'm like, what?
Yeah, this was one of the low-level ones that just able to, bring in others. Not.
Yeah. I was scared it was one of the ones that, well, when Brendan was bitten,
Yeah.
I clenched a little. Let's just say that.
So I'm not as familiar with them. I've never really gone up against them.
Oh yeah,
What's like a worst case
wiki it.
scenario?
So they have different color slots. The color is
Okay.
kind of a hierarchy, but they get nastier. Like they have death slots that have what I think Dion was keying on is they've got a poison bite that basically just kills you.
Oh
No,
no.
isn't there one that turns you into a
Yep.
slod?
Yep. Once
Yeah,
you're
that's the
dead,
one.
your soul reincarnates in their plane as a little tadpole slod, and you become the lowest order of slod.
Yeah.
That sounds like a regular slot machine.
I want a slod campaign
The Curse of Slod.
where we try to just return back to normal.
You guys got
Can we
one of
play
the-
Slods in Strahd? I want a Curse of Slod campaign.
You got one of the replicating ones. Yeah. Anyway, so again, just by walking around talking Tristan, everybody's got something odd to say about the rope maker, but the fact that he was so good at his trade just won him enough will
Glossed
that
over the.
yeah.
Well,
really reclusive. He'd only show, he'd come to the public house and drink along with everyone else, but he always had nothing but bad things to say about people.
He must have gone to the public house a lot, or at least
Often,
a lot,
often.
because he was
Yeah.
a heavy drinker.
Yep. Heavy drinker.
I think that's interesting. Is that like a slod thing, or is that just a character flaw?
No idea.
Yeah, well, that's okay because we killed him and now he's just a cold slod.
A tossed solid.
It hurts. Oh, Brendan, it hurts.
I can't help it, Bert. I save all my best puns for you, Bert.
Any other line of questioning you want to do, Tristan? So the moneylender finds it odd that he's never asked
never
for a
came back.
loan.
Yeah. No, there's nothing else I really need to. I think he was just a slard who happened to be here. Don't know that he was supplying the temple or any of the other people.
Just some poor slod.
Yeah, exactly. Down on his luck here in this village. Oh no, the adventurers are coming. What will happen now? Oh well.
I like his biggest crime was having a mush mouth, and we're like, kill him! Kill the beast!
He was not telling us the truth.
He had an oral
what he
impediment,
said.
and suddenly he's dead.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
this works.
If he'd just taken one of us aside and said, "Hey, look, I'm not connected with the temple, but I am a slard from another thing. Don't go killing me."
I never felt right being there.
Yeah, I always like these humans making nets, living a small, peaceful life of a craftsman.
I'm like 99% sure he was involved with the temple. To be fair.
I mean, there are pointers to that. I mean, of course, think whatever you want, but the fact that he really went out of his way to sow discontent in the village.
That's true. That's pretty fucked up. If nothing else,
Yeah.
he was spilling tea and not very nice, so fuck that dude.
Just like that bitch last night or Sunday night in Bert's Shadowrun campaign.
That was just
So-
hardcore. Oof.
So what else was on our list in terms of preparing to go back to the temple? Because that was kind of why we came back here.
Mhm.
That gave our newest members a chance to level up. I remember that was a big get. What else? Was there anything else we wanted to do? There was that old folks home, right, in this town that we could talk to that might potentially know some family info that was passed down.
I think
Yeah, the one
it
that
was
Jeff's
mostly
character was stealing a little money from the old folks. Yeah.
I think it was mostly just to restock, resupply if we need to, and rest and get like level ups, and then
Yeah,
we were just
I had
gonna
to
go
report.
there.
Yeah.
So, like, is there any certain supplies that we should take with us that we are missing right now? Like, can we do a quick inventory check of what we
Yes.
have?
We bought healing potions. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Nets.
I'll say what I have, because it's short. I have a 10-foot pole, 50-foot hemp rope, flint and steel, 20 spikes, 5 torches, and I have a glob of melted glass that it looks pretty. I found it from that last thing or whatever.
So we also have those the fire triggered sleep satchels that we took.
Oh, and I have sleeping herbs.
Yeah.
You have to put it in food or drink, though.
And
I'll find
you
their
know what we
Kool-Aid.
did have? We had a ring of free action.
Mhm.
Right.
Who has that?
Did we give that to Tristan?
No, I don't believe so, or at least I haven't noted it down on my.
What does it do?
It lets you
Can't be
move
bound.
freely
Yeah.
normally in areas where you would be impeded,
Mhm.
like
Okay.
a spider web or an entangle or a greased
So-
area.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Patty might want that as the
Yeah.
tankier character. Yeah.
That sounds like a good tactic. If Talina lays down that and Patty can just still
Yeah.
run right into the middle of it and be okay.
Well, and the thing is, I've got web or spider
Yeah.
web and some other things too that I'd be casting if it wouldn't affect Patty. So between Talina and I, we could really ratchet some stuff down.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was something we got right after we pick up Rusty, I think, or before
Oh.
we picked up Rusty.
I got it a while back.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, I'd say just mark that down, Patty. That you have that. That sounds like super useful.
The cock ring of free action.
Yeah. It's hidden under the
Only
loincloth,
works when
they're not-
erect.
My
Oh,
fingers
shit.
are too big.
Yeah.
I have
no.
like bare hands. Not me literally, but like I have beautiful hands.
Yeah,
But
magic,
Patty. Patty
magic,
has.
magic rings size to whoever puts it on. The same
Oh,
thing
then
with
we're
magic
fine.
armor. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what your girth is, Patty. You're fine.
I kind of like. I look at it and I'm like, silly ring will not fit. I do not understand why you tell Patty to. Oh, teach me your magics.
Do they have to roll something?
Not at his level. I think
I
it's
see it's magical, and I just stare at
I
it.
think it's after third level. Barbarians can use magical things.
Oh, okay.
I think he's past that. Yeah, which would really suck traveling with a low-level barbarian because he wants you to destroy everything magical you have on you.
Including magic users.
Yeah, that too.
Oh,
I had just passed the threshold when he joined the party to be able to associate with magic users safely.
I mean, I'm really discreet though, so I don't think that would have been a
Yeah,
problem.
you're discreet as much as discreet guys are on Grindr.
So there's only a few minutes left in our normal session, but this is a good time to actually put together a shopping list of stuff that you think you
Okay.
might need. Money isn't a problem. People are still
Okay.
loaded down. So what do you think you're going to need? You've got that descending pit that's fairly deep.
What we
So
really need is someone who can make us lots of rope. Who do we know?
Especially like an above average level of quality of rope,
Yeah.
like something reliable.
yeah.
And
Fuck.
And
Yep.
that's,
I have rope.
Yeah,
It's also
but you
hemp
have
rope.
like one 50-foot rope, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need lots of rope.
I
light.
can cut it into 5 10-foot ropes.
It doesn't increase the length of it.
But
Most
you
of
have
you,
more.
most of you need light sources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A kilo of steel weighs more than a kilo of feathers, okay? You can't tell me otherwise. I'm a barbarian.
Fair. I'm gonna re-up on my hammer and iron spikes. I've used a couple of those recently.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna grab a 10-foot pole. I don't have one of those yet. 10-foot pole. And then ration wise, can we just chuck a lot of food in the bag of holding?
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect. Hopefully it doesn't become the bag of molding. I think I'd be the only one who cared about that.
They're trail rations. They're fine. They keep for long term.
I can create
For-
water.
And there's no oxygen in there, so it wouldn't.
And a lot of you guys have
Decompose or
survival
oxidize.
as a non-weapon proficiency, so you can always get food from the trip as you're going there. And that, and you've got another small town between here and reaching the temple.
Okay.
So yeah.
And I can create water. So
Really, is there anything outside of just usual inventory that you're looking for?
I don't
What-
know if we can do this, but there were 5 Garnet Stones that we got, and one of them was magical.
Yeah.
We have no idea what that was. Is there any way to identify that at all?
the Hierophant.
Yeah, the Hierophant can identify it for you, or given enough
Yeah.
time, Grunwolf could.
Well,
I-
Grain Wolf
there's-
ate the 5 of them when we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh, that's
suggested
right.
that Grain Wolf ate them, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And I rolled with it. Well, luckily, I think we've had enough time. I've probably gotten them back. So if we have enough time, I can do it, or we can just go hit up Talina's big boss. Good memory, Tristan
Did
slash
we want,
Richard.
Do we want certain items or equipment or accoutrements for certain enemy types? Do we think we're gonna run into
So
if we're
That's-
in some ancient temple of evil that's never been touched in a while?
Silver weapons, iron weapons, cold iron weapons.
I have a
Uh,
silver knife and I can just attack shit that's hurt by magic. I can just shoot shit.
Also, don't forget you have an NPC that's still charmed that
Oh,
you
right.
might want to do something with.
I want
what kind of armor
use
can that fellow wear? That little bard man's.
Right
Maybe
now
we should
got
get
him in
him.
studded leather. We got him in studded
Did
leather.
we?
He's
Okay.
technically now a first level fighter. Technically,
Nice.
Yes.
That's awesome. So I'm gonna go to the old folks' home to follow up on Patty's question and ask if they hear any stories about the kinds of monsters in generations past, any tall tales told from family to family, from generation to generation, about what
That's
was
true.
encountered there.
All right, yeah. So you're gonna go.
Remember, don't forget about that. You got the stones, right?
Yeah. So the stones, I'm gonna give those to you, Talina, to give to the Hierophant while I'm doing this.
Okay, I'll do that.
So yeah, digging up information from the oldsters, the historians of the town. That's not a bad idea. The stones, just to get it into your inventory, the one that you did not have identified is actually a gem that is of feather falling. So if you're
Oh.
holding the gem, You take a tumble, it acts like a feather falling spell.
Nice.
I could have used that earlier today.
Me too, when I fell off a roof.
Friendin, I will give you the info dump on what they know, and they do know actually something.
Nice.
Yep. So we will do that next time, guys. We'll go ahead and call it here for the night. Let's see. Friendin, what do you got going on?
So I've been doing a ton of tabletop art actually on stream. So if you have an interest in OSR style, good pen and ink, old school style illustration, been doing a heap of it. I'm in this game and I'm in a game with Featherfall Tabletop. But mostly I've just been drawing a lot, sometimes as much as like 6 hours a day. So come hang out if you want to make some art together.
Yeah, Friendin is great. I learn all kinds of things watching his streams as he produces art, as I am not an artist, but I want to be. I'm getting there. Dion, what do you got going on?
I'm on day 2 of not murdering an NPC now officially. I'd like to thank my sponsor, Friendin, who's not a good sponsor, but he's the only one who would take the job. Otherwise, you can catch me on my stream at Substances Used, where I am currently playing through the Arc the Lad series. I am more than halfway through Arc the Lad 3. So if you want to come and hang out and watch me grind through and hunt monsters and do silly side quest mini games that I breeze right through because I don't care, and beat up monsters, yeah, I said that twice because you do that a lot. Come watch. Otherwise, I play tabletop with all my super cool, awesome friends like these cuties here and other people. You can find me on Steam Steel Murder on Tuesday and Friday and sometimes Sunday and basically every day of the week. And then you can catch me on Featherfall every other Monday, and you can catch me on Fulsham Arts channel for the season finale this Saturday of The Happiest Apocalypse on Earth, where my best friend Age and I are trying to survive the trip to Disneyland from hell.
Nice. Dion's just everywhere. Turn on Twitch and he's probably there. Any channel, he's probably there.
I mean, he's right here.
Catch my ASMR ear licking stream soon.
Yes. Richard, what do you got going on, Richard?
Well, I'm not going to lick anybody's ears. Just a reminder that this is a spooky month, and you produce ghosts. Yes, every time you fart, that is the ghosts of food that you have already eaten escaping from your body. You amazing spirit-producing machine, you. And you can watch me play video games badly and produce ghosts on the stream at LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now, limited time
offer, no vowels.
But apparently,
No
yes,
vowels,
to
no
gas
spooks.
production.
Yeah,
Yes.
you know what, Bert? There's a methane to his madness.
Oh.
I mean, if I'd been thinking about it, I would have said no bells instead. But you know,
No bowels. Jeff, I just dropped the link to your drive-through. We've got Dicey Tales coming up very soon. Just a few tweaks left and all ready to go.
We're getting the last part of it, and the guys convinced me to do a back cover.
Who needs a back
I'm
cover?
so done with it. I'm like, let's just get this out. But they're like, we need a back cover. Okay. So we're doing a back cover, and
Nice.
we have some people that are going to eyeball it. And after that, we've been talking about it and decided possibly a Kickstarter.
Yep. So it'll be a very easy one since it's done. It's like it's done. We're just a few tweaks. It is done. But yeah, we will definitely talk more about that when we get closer to it. But if you found us tonight, and thank you very much for those of you that did, and thank you for all the bits tonight. So someone buying a random bad thing that was 2 hours of bad thing happening. Although the slot actually was in there, it wasn't just thrown in. I just thought, hey, why not? Let's do the unveiling.
Yeah.
Why not? But yeah, follow us on twitch.tv/Steam Steel Murder. We do this horrible train wreck of a game on Tuesdays. Yet another one on Fridays with BX Dungeons and Dragons. Sundays is, usually up for grabs. I got a long-going Shadowrun game using various different systems. Got Gamma World going on, different things. But this Sunday being Halloween for us here in the States, I'm doing iHunt. which is Monster Hunting in the Gig Economy. It should be a lot of fun. Tune in for that one. But,
That game looks really cool.
Yeah.
That game looks really cool.
But guys, thank you very much for playing. Thank you all out there for watching. And we are going to say goodbye for the night. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
everyone.